have a microwave meal, just something fast you can get back to it.
Is that what your writing experience is like too?
Yes, and it's really to my detriment.
We are here today with Heather Walter. Heather is going to be making a character from one of her books.
Yeah.
What character and what book are you picking?
I guess I should go with the main character of my new release. That makes sense. So her name is Ayleth, and she's a witch.
And you are a veteran Sims player.
Veteran, but like different controls. I am an old millennial, so Sims 2 with a 2D. I mean, for looking at, she has dark hair. She has, she's longer hair, dark hair. There we go. Stay basic, because like we could be here all day.
I know.
Trying to be like, don't get too detailed. Yeah, she kind of wears it like that. And there you go. Perfect.
So what made you want to write about witches and a coven?
I've always liked witches, witchcraft, been into that. That's not the right shape. Okay. I'm telling you, I have to be careful. Ayleth is loosely based off Anne Boleyn as well, like very, very loosely based off that, or based off her. And so historically, there's always been kind of this like narrative that Anne Boleyn might have been a witch or into witchy stuff. And so I kind of wanted to take that and run with it, and then also pair it up with the rise of the evil queen in Snow White. Because if you look at that story and the historical timeline of Anne Boleyn, like the narratives are actually kind of similar. You've got like an evil stepmother or a woman who comes out of nowhere and becomes queen, and then the rivalry with the stepdaughter. And there were always rumors that Anne wanted to kill Mary, Catherine's daughter. And so there's all that kind of stuff. So I thought it would be interesting to take the historical narrative and kind of mash it up with the fairy tale narrative. Very, very loosely, of course. But it's been fun. Oh yeah, should I name her? I should put a name in here. Okay. Ayleth. I have her on Skyrim too. I have an Ayleth character on Skyrim as well.
That's amazing.
I don't know what her last name should be. Maybe my last name. There. I don't think she has a last name in the book. Oops. No, I'm going to name it the name of her coven. Okay. There we go. That's much better. Ayleth Ravenwood. Okay.
See, perfect. The people who watch this are going to get the secret extended canon fact.
Yes, they are. Okay.
What is her fashion sense like?
I mean, they're witches in disguise, so they wear kind of like uniforms of the religious order that hunts and kills them, because they're like in disguise trying to hide from this same order. I don't see any religious order clothing here. Maybe a dress. Like a peasant clothes. Are there any expansion packs in this?
There are a few, and I know that like if you hit that arrow, there are like that one there are like some filters.
I mean, this one would maybe work. It also, again, like, oh, there we go. That's kind of a peasant dress. We'll just change the pattern. See, I am a pro, because I know that you can like get really into it.
Yeah, if you like hover over it, there are these swatches down here.
Whoa. She should wear black. Yeah, okay. I mean, the whole thing is Crimson Crown. She's gonna wear red. Cool. Okay. Oh, these are the wrong shoes. Also, the slit is wrong, but we can't do anything about that. I would spend a lot of time, though, on this part of it. Like, getting everybody just right.
That's like when you get into, like the cheek shapes and whatnot. I'm like,
cheekbone height.
And all the noses. I'm like, these all look the same to me.
Yeah, after a while, you get kind of like a weird like sim vertigo, I guess. I don't know, where everything is looking the same. You're just kind of over it. And it would always take me 5 hours to build my castles. Yeah,
Sims was the first game I ever like started early in the evening, and then I glanced down at the clock and it's 6 a.m.
Same. Yes. Like all these hours just like gone. I think I have one vivid memory of like I was playing in the night or whatever, and my mom came in. I think it was like 2 a.m. and I'm like asleep, like with my Sims running. She was not pleased.
Right, it's also dangerous because who knows what you're going to wake up to them.
I know. They're in the pool, no ladder, it's on fire, the whole house is burned down.
All right, and we also have to give her
the
personality
traits.
trait.
Yeah, like the whole point of the game. Cool. I missed it.
But yeah, what is Ayleth like?
Oh, she's a lot of like inner turmoil because she's supposed to be a witch who has a lot of power. Her mom is the head of the coven, and her sister was supposed to be the head of the coven, but then she died. She was killed in a raid. And so it's Ayleth's turn, and Ayleth actually doesn't have any magic like whatsoever she can see. So she feels very out of place, very much like she doesn't belong. So what have we got here?
That's like a very reverse chosen one. Like,
yeah, very much reverse chosen one, and to the point that she's just like, I can't do this, I can't be this. So her plan is to like go to the palace where the king lives, who's hunting them, and find this certain thing that will bring her sister back from the dead. And she's like, oh, I can't do this, so I guess I'll just bring my dead sister back to life, and she can do it. Oh, maybe she should want to be a best-selling author. Oh, okay. What should she want? But she does turn into a villain. She does turn into a villain by the end, because she kind of like has this darkness within her that she hides from and thinks is bad. And then by the end of the book, she learns to embrace herself. Yeah. So I may do the deviance one, the public enemy. She's also a witch in hiding. That makes sense to me. Okay, we're gonna do public enemy. We're gonna make her evil. Okay, that's my favorite kind of character.
Yeah, as someone who filmed your panels yesterday, I'm like, you're very interested in the like good, evil. What is that?
Yeah,
line?
The line between it. There. I don't think there is a line. You know, there is. With some people, there is. I feel like there's definitely, some people that we can point to be like, you're all bad. But they also didn't start that way. You know, like everybody starts off as like a little baby. Like little babies don't want to burn down the world or kill people. Like, so everybody starts maybe not necessarily good per se, but at least neutral. And then we're kind of shoved in one way or the other. But I also think that, we could see what we would think of as a mean or a bad person doing a nice thing. And so it's kind of like motivations, I think, are more important than what we think of. Okay, what are her traits? She's not self-assured, like the opposite of self-assured. Let's see. This is like the important one, right? The first one's the important one, or does it matter?
I think all three are the same weight.
Okay, they have the same weight. Evil, yeah. We're gonna make it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I like this. Okay, so she's evil, but we're also gonna make her loyal. She's loyally evil. And something else that's really different. Because you're right. This is what I like. I like that she has multitudes. Everyone contains multitudes. I think I'm actually going to make her romantic because there is very much an enemies to lovers trope in the book. And a lot of her I guess inner turmoil has to do with her ex, that they used to be together, and she feels really rejected because her ex, like, they're supposed to run off together, and then her ex never showed up, and then they run into each other, and there's all this like romantic tension. Will they? Won't they? So, but she secretly wants to be with this person. She's just really mad at them, and I think she secretly wants to like be in love, but she's also evil and loyal. Okay, we have our person. Do I need to do this one?
You can add some preferences for her.
I mean, cottagecore music. It's a very much a Tudor-inspired world, so maybe she should like the cottagecore music. Oh, her color. What's her favorite color? Well, red is kind of a hard color for her because she should be like witches wear red, and she's not a witch. You go with black.
I guess you could make her not like red.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I guess she's wearing red, so that might be complicated.
She's complicated. Okay, here we go.
All right.
Got her.
And so I'm gonna have to cheat her into the house because she has no money.
Yeah. I'm telling you, like that was one of the hardest things. Like when I discovered the money cheat code, I feel like I might even be able to remember what it was.
The like Motherlode.
Motherlode. It was Motherlode. Yes, I think Motherlode was like the big one. That's the one that you always went with because I think Money Bags was also one, but it gave you a smaller amount. It's like why would anyone do the smaller amount when you could do Motherlode? It was like 50,000 sim monies. What are those? Do you know what they're called?
Simoleons.
Simoleons. Yes, I forgot. Simoleons. And I would just sit there and like copy paste, put it in over and over again until I had like a million simoleons. I could build the house of my dreams.
All right, so this is our penguin random house, shaped like a penguin.
Oh, I love it. Did you make this?
Yes.
No, who's that?
So that's writer's block.
Oh, that's writer's block. She's mean.
So what is sort of driving Ayleth throughout her plot?
A lot of self-loathing, a lot of times.
And it looks like she's already...
What is she?
She's escaped straight to the computer.
Nice. Yeah. There she is, making her potions.
And so Ayleth has like no magic.
All witches have like latent magic. So that allows them, it means they're a witch. And so if they cut themselves, they'll heal quickly, that kind of thing. They don't get sick. They live long lives. But in terms of like an actual skill, and then there are witches that have different kinds of magic in terms of like diviners can read cards and do that divination type stuff. Elementals can control like the winds and things like that. And she hasn't shown any sign of really having any kind of affinity or affiliation, is what they call it. So she has the latent magic, but she doesn't seem to have any skill in any particular area, which is supposed to happen at her ascension when she offers her blood to the coven fire and like actually formally joins the coven, and then the spirits will gift her this affiliation. But she's pretty sure they're not going to do that because sometimes they don't, for whatever reason, the spirits. But instead, on her affiliation, she sees the ghost of her dead sister in the flames, and her dead sister is like, come get me, pretty much, or at least that's what Ayleth interprets it to mean. But then at the same time, she feels something else within her, which is kind of like this darkness, evilness, I guess. And they think that that's Malum, because there's magic, which is the witch's powers. And then there's Malum, which is kind of this evil force that is held back by the witches and the spirits. And so they think that Ayleth has been kind of infiltrated by this Malum because she reached beyond the veil for her sister, and her sister appeared to her, and she actually reaches for her sister. And so she has Malum within her, and she feels that if she brings her sister back, somehow they'll figure out a way to save her from whatever is inside of her. And then also her sister will be back and can lead the coven, and that will be righted because she also blames herself for her sister's death. So she has latent magic, and she has this force inside her, Malum, which she's afraid of.
All right. So it looks like she's learning her skills, but I guess we should check in on her needs.
Yeah, I was like, she probably has to pee.
Yeah, it looks like we're hitting the yellow there.
Yeah, hunger. Ugh, okay, I guess. If you must. That was the other cheat I'd put in. You can just drag these to full. And it's like...
You're a very I am in the zone. Yes. Doing what...
You will sculpt until you die.
Yeah, when I was little, I was like, turn off free will. They have to do exactly what I tell them to do. Oh, yes,
absolutely. No free will. No, absolutely not. What are you going to do with that? Nothing good. Have a microwave meal. Just something fast. You can get back to it.
Is that what your writing experience is like too?
Yes, and it's really to my detriment. I am very task-oriented, as you can see from the way that this could be an excellent therapy tool, like for therapists to be like, let's see how they play Sims. Go cook instead. But yes, I do that, and I am very task-oriented, and so in my mind, I'm just kind of like, okay, you sit down and you write the book. You start at the beginning, and you just don't stop until you hit the end. The problem with that is that books, the more I write, the more I learn that books really are like living, breathing, kind of like beings almost. And until you tap into like the core and the heart of the book, it's really just going to be like this puppet show on a page, where it doesn't feel like it. It's just very flat writing. It's very uninteresting. The characters, you can't connect with the characters at all.
And how long is your process to a first draft normally?
It depends. Like, I mean, if I sit down and I'm like, start and finish, like I just turned one into my editor, the first draft of the sequel to Crimson Crown. Oh, what is writer's block going to do? Oh, she's just hungry. She's hungry too. Are you going to eat it? Or are you just going to stand there with it? Oh my gosh. There she goes.
Yeah, it looks like she did leave it. It looks like she ate it standing up because her needs
maybe
did go
she was just so hungry. She's still pretty hungry though, a little hungry. Well, you can have another little snack, I guess. I guess. Have a microwave. Have a quick meal or drink. They did not have lactose-free yogurt in Sims 2, Wow, some of these Sims
Yeah, because there's
are
a lactose intolerant trait that you can add.
interesting. Chat with writer's block. Okay. I'm very interested to know. Don't eat the cereal. You're fine now.
I like that she's like thinking about murder. Oh, she's uncomfortable talking to writer's block.
Is she uncomfortable or is she?
Or looks like she needs to pee.
Oh, she's cold in the middle. Oh, she didn't heat the pizza rolls up the right way. Well, that is your own fault. All right, use, and then we're going to prank the toilet as well. And she says she can't get in. I wonder if the door is blocked.
Oh, well, people are now down a bed.
Oh, no, there's only 5 beds.
Oh, it's not the bed, it's the sink.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, you now get no bathroom sink.
Yeah, who needs that? They're just Sims.
You're like, we're on a mission.
Now go. Please, will you go? Okay. Okay, she can go that far. This is, I used to do this all the time to try to figure out. Okay, it's this bed.
But like, why?
I don't know.
Can't wait for future people to be like, where are all the beds? I'm like, Heather deleted them all.
Bam. Slowly getting down. Okay. Now maybe you can pee. Oh, writer's block is going for it. Go. Get there before she does. Oh, is there a second bathroom? Okay. There's one just for writer's block. Anyway.
We've accomplished the hardest task.
You were asking about how long it takes me to get a first draft in. I just turned one into my editor, the sequel to Crimson Crown, and it's like 130 words. I don't know. No, it's like 100,000 words. And I did it when I first finished it was 130, and then and I cranked that out in about a month. But like it's all trash words, so I know I have to rewrite it like from the ground up, which is fine. So really getting the words on the page, I can be very quick about it. But in terms of like, are they the right words? Is the story working? Do I need to go back and do more character work? Always yes. That's longer. So for example, I know that my or Crimson Crown from start to finish, from inception to this is finally a book now, was like 6 years. From when it sold to Del Rey to now when it's coming out was 2. And I just kept writing and rewriting. It was also old work that I was working on. And I was trying to make those old pieces fit into this new kind of vision that I had for the story. And it absolutely wasn't working at all. And so I finally had to stop doing that and get back to work.
Speaking of getting back to the
Sims. But yes, I had to stop trying to make these old pieces try to work and create something new and get back to like the basic, really get back to like building the sim of what is her motivation, what is her character drive, because I realized that somehow with all these drafts that I did and redid that my character had no motivation. It's like how do you miss that?
Yeah, that's something I feel like a lot of aspiring writers struggle with, the fact that you just have to make that first bad draft and then go from there.
Some people argue that you don't. I recently read, who did I read? It was Laini Taylor. It was an interview that Laini Taylor did for Slate. And she said she tries to do that. And it really is just a wasted effort on her part because she almost uses like nothing. And so she's just like, I just have to be patient with myself and let myself move slowly and not move forward until it feels right to me, which many authors would argue is counterintuitive. Get the first bad draft out, then go back and fix it and make it good. But in her particular instance, she says that just doesn't work for her. So I think it's truly just everybody has their own way. And you have to, I think the key is to accept that way and to stop fighting with your process. As I speak to myself.
I'm also always really jealous of like the John Grishams and the Lee Childs of the world, who they just sit down, they do their yearly book, and then they...
Yeah, I've heard the Outlander author. Who's that? Diana
Gabaldon.
Gabaldon. I think she might be like that. I've heard that she can just write wherever, however. That's not so much me. You're social. She's getting lonely, which is too bad for her. Like you're not even alone. Like you don't even know what it is to be alone. That would always like annoy me with The Sims about how they like need social time. Oh, she wants to make an enemy. That we could do.
Like she wants to make an enemy and watch a romantic TV show.
People contain multitudes. I think I gotta get Sims 4. This is pretty fun. I like this. I haven't really played it.
I'm gonna get like an email from Trisha being like, so you've ruined my authors and they're not writing their books.
They're all playing Sims 4. Do you get bored with it now though? Because like it used to be a time suck for me and I would never get bored. And sometimes now I'm just like, oh.
I went like during the pandemic, I feel like I went insane and would like stay up late playing The Sims and listening to podcasts. Just no human contact.
Yeah. Well, social bar. You don't know what it is. What if I assign? Assign left side of bed too. There. Now no one else could sleep there.
See, I feel like you are already deep in the sabotaging future authors.
Yes, that's what I should do. Prank all the toilets. Prank everything.
Burn the house down.
Again. Why do you have to keep eating?
I feel that way about myself when it's like, we just cooked a meal.
Yeah. What a grand meal. Oh, like a big dinner.
I didn't ever install a fire alarm, so.
Oh, you didn't install a fire alarm?
I meant to, and then I forgot, so.
Okay.
Good luck, Sims.
Yeah. What do you want, writer's block? I don't care. Here's writer's block, spouting all kinds of nonsense about vegetables and cupcakes. As she does. Writer's block is naked. Oh no. Yeah, she's shocked. Look at Ayleth's face. She is just shocked. I can't believe she did that either. What should you do now that writer's block is naked? They're just having a conversation. No, we're not going to ask to be woohoo partners.
But you've acquired the mischief skill.
Yes. Oh, take a thoughtful shower. That's what we're doing. That is a big part of my process, actually. Our thoughtful showers. That's how I'm going to think of them from now on. It's scientific, though. They talk about how you have like the heat and like the water rushing down on you and the sound, and it is very like stimulating for your mental. Yeah, I get best ideas.
I know some people have those like wall markers so that they can.
I kind of need that. Sometimes I actually have to repeat the ideas back to myself continually to be like, don't forget, this is what we're gonna do. Don't forget about that.
I always do that, and then like a day goes by, I'm like, I was not supposed to forget something.
Yes. Well, then I have to repeat it like continually, and then I get out and like dry off really fast, and then like rush over to my computer and like write it down so I don't forget.
I have the problem like when I start to write something down, I'm like, oh, that sounds incredibly stupid now that it's.
Yeah, sometimes there's that. You just gotta go with it. She's on your computer. Shout forbidden words. What are the forbidden words? What are forbidden words?
Well, you're working towards becoming a public enemy.
Debate existence of vampires.
Oh, I guess.
As
I think
one does.
writer's block has been cyberbullying, and now you can confront writer's block about that.
Yeah. Stop being friends with this person when you're supposed to be enemies. That is interesting, though, because it's like my whole thing is like line between good and evil doesn't exist, and all this like people contain multitudes, but then I want my Sims to be laser focused. You may not do anything that does not. I try to remind myself with characters in books too. Like not everything that they do has to be completely focused on their goal or completely focused on who they are. Like they're allowed to be humans interacting in the world, which can be difficult.
And do you generally approach like plots first, characters first?
I mean, I worry the most about what's going to happen in a book. So I feel like I'm pretty plot focused, but that always goes really badly for like the first several drafts. And then once I kind of hit on who my characters are and what they want, the plot naturally kind of shifts to fit with those motivations and to fit with what someone like that would do in that situation. And so then I've tried to be like, well, then I'm just going to start with characters and then they're going to help me with the plot. And then I get in this situation where it's kind of like, well, I don't know what this person would do. I don't know. I've got the same scene over and over for, 100 or 500 pages. So I feel like back to the, trusting your process. So I just kind of have to like stab somewhere and stab somewhere else. And, hopefully by the end of it, I've carved my way through. What are you guys talking about? Offensive conversation. Yes. This is my kind of person. I like that I created a villain. I like villains. They're very easy. Propose crazy scheme. What are you guys going to do?
It looks like they're going to
watch a movie.
The craziest scheme of them all.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think she went for it.
I do like that even though the scheme didn't seem to take off, Ayleth is now confident.
Is she? Oh, yeah, she is. Discuss evil plans. Yes, that is what one of my characters would do. Stop watching TV and go talk about your evil plans.
They can talk about evil plans while watching TV.
All right. I love that all my character wants to do is rot her brain on the computer and TV. Actually, this is 100% my character then, because she does not want to do what it is that I have set out to do to write the book. And she's just like, I'd rather not. I think I'd rather play on the computer than go on the quest.
So how do you feel like Ayleth did in her journey?
I mean, she's the only one, so she did great. She also was actively trying to not do what I wanted her to do. So again, that's pretty on par for my characters. Crimson Crown is a origin story of the rise of the evil queen in Snow White. And I've mashed it up with the Tudors, Anne Boleyn. It is a good book for you if you love witches, if you love angst, if you love big, wild endings. You should definitely check it out.